Hello everyone, Neil Leffer here. I'm sure you are happy to see my face. However, today I need to waste a little bit of your time. What do I mean by that? I need to make a recap video for everything that's happened so far in our mission NIO 100. For those people who are new to the channel, new to the mission, new to NIO, I want to make a recap video so everybody is caught up to speed. And for those who have been watching me for a few months, thank you very much for your support. I really, really appreciate everybody's support. And please give me comments, likes, and subscribes. Particularly subscription is super important. I still do not have enough of you subscribing, believe it or not. I get regularly 5,000-6,000 views. I only have less than 3,000 subscribers. There's a lot of people out there who are enjoying my content and making a lot of money from my videos. However, they're not even willing to give me a subscription. I don't know why that is. YouTube is completely anonymous. You shouldn't be afraid of exposing any information about yourself. This is not Facebook. This is not Instagram. So I don't know who you are. Giving me a like, subscribe is completely anonymous, and I'm not going to chase you down, send a squad team, or try to break into your holding account of your NEO shares. Okay? So please give me a subscription and have a comment. All right. So today's video is one that is going to recap everything that's happened so far on this channel, why I'm here, what is my purpose, and particularly what is the mission NEO 100. And the reason I make this video is because based on what I read in the comment section, that NEO 100 is supposed to be going viral on X. And I don't have an X account. I don't have a Facebook account. I also don't have a proper Instagram account. Therefore, I'm not really well informed about what's going on in other social media platforms. So this video is for the people who found me for the very first time, and I want to give you the recap so that you understand why NEO right now is going crazy, why we are up 12% basically in Hong Kong market right now, and why I was able to predict every single move in the NEO share price in advance. All right, here we go. A few months ago, roughly in March, I started this YouTube channel, and then I started my worldwide journey towards NEO 100. I always envisioned NEO should be valued at least 100 US dollar per share, and actually significantly more than 100 US dollar per share. But I made it a personal mission to actually spearhead the mission NEO 100 so that I can communicate with the global audience about the goal of achieving this target, and at the same time make a name for myself to leave a legacy behind, plus creating a private social network for myself for future growth opportunities. Yes, that comes later. We're not ready for that yet. Okay, we'll do that after the party in December 2026 in Prachap Kirikan on the beach, because then we get to know each other, meet each other, and everyone's rich, and then we can start proper social networking with each other, right? Okay, I'm too ahead of myself. So in March this year, I started with 0 subscribers, 0 content, and I purposely did not leverage on my existing reputation on the internet for being the spearhead and the opinion leader in cryptocurrency Bitcoin Cash space. For those who don't know me, I've been active on YouTube promoting Bitcoin Cash for almost 8 years, and I've been involved in the crypto space for almost 10 years. And the money I invested in NEO is the leftover money I have from not being able to invest everything into cryptocurrency. And therefore, despite the fact I'm 100% all in NEO for myself in shares, my majority of assets is actually linked to Bitcoin Cash. And it's going to play a major role starting 2026. But I'm going to make a video about that in another time. Today, we're recapping what's going on this channel. So the share price was back then was about 450, 425, that range. And I started publicly declaring that I gone all in NEO. And then the price actually continued to drop, didn't go up right away. Why? Because I had zero influence. I have mean nothing. The mission is fresh. There's no traction and nobody knows me, right? That's normal. But it took me about 2 months to build a loyal following and accumulated enough shareholders behind this mission NEO 100 so that now we're starting to gain traction. And the most important milestone, which I wanted to achieve, which we achieved together, was to bring the share price of NIO back above $5 per share. This was extremely important for those people who don't understand how important that milestone was. Please go watch my older videos with the monkeys in Prachap Kirikan. It's an amazing video. I can never replicate that ever again. So go watch it. It's an all-time classic. And a lot of people will agree to that. The monkey video. Yeah. Now we have successfully climbed over $5 per share. Now, actually, the movement of Neo 100 is only starting, only just starting. So, for those of you who have never heard about me before, just starting to watch Neo 100 videos, you're not too late. You are actually super early. You are still very early. Why is it very early? Because we only have less than 3,000 subscribers. Once again, please subscribe, please, because your subscription brings YouTube algorithm into overdrive. Because someone like you subscribe to my channel, they're going to present the same content as a suggestion video to other people who are interested in share investments like Tesla and other American shares, and therefore bringing more potential people into the space of investing in NEO, in turn increase the shareholder base and in turn accelerate the movement towards NEO 100. So your subscription has an extremely direct impact on the success and the early stage achievement of NEO 100. The earlier you subscribe, the more you help the movement, and it doesn't cost you anything whatsoever. I would never spam you. I would never send you any solicitations, so you don't have to worry about any of that. Now back to the recap. Now we are officially cracked $7. We officially cracked $7, and the next target is $10 per share. However, we're not stopping there. Why? The master plan from day one has always been first double the share amount value of the share from $5 to $10, demonstrating the ability to double in a short period of time, then drawing more customers, buyers for NEO shares, and then we double from 10 to 20, then we go mainstream. Only when NEO reach $20 per share, we actually go mainstream with the NEO 100 movement. So you are still a early stage adopter. Right now, you buy NEO shares, it's like buying Tesla at pre-split $10 per share, basically. So the same situation will apply to NEO, where we are going to go through the fastest growing phase of the NEO 100 movement ever. However, the ultimate movement speed gaining will happen between $50 to $100 per share, because by then, anyone who still has doubt about $100 per share for NEO would have the doubt erased. Why? Because every single thing I ever predicted would have become true without any exception. And mind you, I only tell you what you need to know, none of the stuff that you don't need to know. That is the reason I don't talk about delivery numbers. That's the reason I don't talk about car designs. This is not I need to worry about because our job is to double the share price every few months, basically. And it is not going to be that difficult. Once we clear $10 per share, we should be able to crack 20 in a fairly quick succession. Once we have passed 20, 40 is almost immediately available to us. And once 40 has passed, we are going through mainstream. I will probably get inundated with interview requests by all kind of social media channels and CNBC, Bloomberg, and all those usual storylines. And I will see what I deal with it when it comes. But before that happens, um, before NEO 100 can happen, we need to get to NEO 50 first, basically. Go to NEO 50 where to clear NEO 20. NEO 20 is cleared when we clear NEO 10. So right now, let's just focus on NEO 10. So NEO $10 per share can happen as early as actually this week. But I will most likely be wrong with any kind of super short-term price prediction because this video itself that you're watching is going to influence the share price dramatically because the shorts are trading according to my instruction, the longs are trading according to my instruction. Like in a good poker game, you don't play with open cards, you play with closed cards. Therefore, by me telling everybody NEO will go to $10 per share this week, I already lowered the probability that it actually can happen. So this is the real reason why I reluctantly talking about short-term price targets. However, we have now cleared $7 per share. Therefore, it is pretty safe to say anyone who still have doubt that we might ever see $5 again should know that's not going to happen anymore. Instead, I want you to do one thing for me. Go to DeepSeek and search or ask DeepSeek the following question: what is the most bullish chart pattern in the world? The and DeepSeek is going to understand this question. Why? Number one, I already asked this question this morning, so it's a repeat request. Second, more importantly, it's a very logical, frequent question people ask. So ask AI what are the most most bullish chart pattern in technical analysis for stocks, any stocks. Don't ask about NIO, just ask any stocks. They're going to tell you cup and handle and double bottom and U-shaped reversal, basically. And flagpole as well. I think a big flagpole uh, would be a pretty bullish sign too. And guess what's happening with NIO right now? NIO right now is demonstrating every single textbook bullish chart pattern that you can find, which in turn means every AI traders out there that's trained on chart pattern would recognize NIO as the most bullish stock in the world right now, and therefore they're going to increase the long bet on NIO stock, and therefore increase the liquidity and trading volume in NIO stock. This is also the reason why you see continuous increase in trading volume around the world for NIO stock, not just United States but around the world. And also, my last prediction, I told everybody that the fact that NIO was raising cash from Hong Kong as the lead underwriter, indicating they are going for different type of long-term shareholders, is completely became reality. And now you can see the result of it. Trading volume is increasing in Hong Kong trading session. We are consistently getting higher highs, higher highs, basically, and we are always closing close to day intraday high, which are all extremely bullish signs. And I believe in the next 6 to 12 months, Asian trading is gonna sooner or later matching the trading volume in the United States and potentially even exceeding it. So don't be surprised that NIO will become the go-to stock to trade worldwide for any kind of bullish speculations, because NIO suddenly become a Bitcoin. You see, one of the reasons why Bitcoin became so popular, one of the feature of Bitcoin was 24-hour trading, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. There's no stopping in Bitcoin trading, and there's huge liquidity in Bitcoin trading. And NIO is the closest thing to Bitcoin when it comes to liquidity, because trading is happening in 3 time zones, almost around the world, almost around the clock. Only on the weekend they don't trade, but this share is available globally to all the investors out there, and definitely to all the top investors in the world. And the market cap is still tiny, only 20 billion US dollars so far, close to 20, I think, 17, 18 billion, I don't even know. We're less than 20 billion US dollar right now. But did you guys observe the fact that after we cleared 10 billion, 20 billion became very quickly the reality? This is exactly what I predicted to everybody in my videos in the past, where the institutional investors now are investing heavily in NIO because they are allowed to do so. Let me repeat, before NIO cracked $5 per share, the institutional investors were not allowed to invest in NIO. Now, everybody is highly legally legislated and welcome to invest in NIO. And the result is ever increasing trading volume, ever increasing share price, and continuous improvement in liquidity worldwide for NIO shares. What does this mean for us? It means for us, we have now do our part to increase the awareness for the mission NIO 100. I need your help. Subscribe is the first step. Then send my videos, anyone, doesn't really matter. Just pick and choose. You can pick this one, previous one, anyone. Send to your friends, ask them to verify for you if this channel is a bullshit channel, or is this for real, or is it legit. And of course it's legit, because we have now more than 5,000 people verifying us on a daily basis, frequently. And anything, if I said it's not legit, I would have been called for the bullshit long time ago. Okay? So I think time is now for us to double our subscribers numbers and double our army. And it's not that hard to do so once we have the track record behind us. Because now you have the confidence now to go to your friend's place, go to your parents' place, go to your colleague's place to tell them, wow, I just doubled my money with the help of this dude called Neo Lifer on YouTube. He seems to know what he's talking about, and he gone all in with Neo, and I did the same thing and then double my money. Why you can say that? Because from the lowest price point since the start of the channel to now, we already doubled the share price from $3.50 to $7. That's the double. That's the double. And under no circumstance was I ever bearish in one way or another, not even for the short term. I was able to accurately guide everybody to the success so far, and I'm absolutely convinced that NEO 100 is completely, absolutely inevitable, and therefore you now have the confidence after the fact that we already doubled in our share price from the lowest price, that you can start telling people about NEO 100, knowing that we have a track record going on, knowing that I will not go anywhere else until we reach NEO 100, knowing that there are thousands of investors with millions of dollars in shareholdings in their account committing publicly to the movement of NEO 100. Knowing all this information is incredibly valuable because this shows a strong support line in our fight against the shorts. Because the shorts wouldn't disappear, they will still be here. Even $100 per share NEO, there will be people shorting NEO shares, just like what's happening with Tesla right now. However, just a reminder, once we reach NEO 100, once we celebrate the success in December 2026, in the city of Prachap Kirikan, PKK, in the province of Prachap Kirikan, PKK, in Thailand. Google it if you don't know where it is. Look at my older videos if you don't know how it looks like. I made plenty of videos from PKK. It's one of my favorite town in Thailand. And we're going to have a huge party there in December 2026, celebrating the printing of NEO 100. Okay? So tell everybody you are being invited to a huge party in December 2026 to celebrate your own multi-million dollar status. Ask your friends, do they want to join the party or not? Don't even need to sell them the shares. Don't need to care about the car. Just ask them, would you like to party under the stars, under the suns, on the crystal white beach in a beautiful seaside small town called PKK in Thailand, far away from the crowd in Pattaya, far away from the dirty waters of Phuket. Instead, you have beautiful surrounding, beautiful people around you for entire 30 days in a small town, celebrating the success of multi-million dollar printing for each one of you. So I hope you understand how important this mission is. This is going to make uh, other things that are similar to this look like child's play. Because theoretically, we can outperform any short squeeze we have ever seen ever in the history of short squeezes. And I wouldn't even be slightest surprised if we can reach near 100 from $50 to $100 in just a week. That's entirely possible. For people who don't understand how markets work, they think I'm bluffing here. But actually, the hardest part we already done. $5 per share was the hardest part. Do you remember how long it took for the NEO share price to climb out of $5 per share? Now 7 is about to get finished. After 7 times 10, 10 times 20, 20 times 40, 40 is 80. Then 100 is completely within reach within a week, basically. So, to recap of the recap, you're in good hands. You're at the right place. You can start selling all your assets for NEO shares. Yes, you heard me right. In fact, for those adventurous people out there, you should borrow money against your house, against your other assets. Borrow money. Don't sell, just sell. Also borrow money. For interest rate, anything below 10% per year is justified to borrow the money and invest in shares in NEO because you're going to make that 10% in a day, like what's happening today. Today, we did 12% in Hong Kong alone, 8% yesterday in New York. So combined, we did 15 to 20% in 24 hours time spent. So if you borrow money for 10% interest rate, invest in NEO shares, you can pay back that loan in a day or two gains. It's a completely logical thing to do. It's time to leverage up. Okay? Thank you very much for watching. I hope you like this video and spread this information far and wide for us, not just for me, but for everyone. All right, see you in the next one. I'll give you a final shot. of my favorite NIO product, the NIO water bottle. It's a bit scratched up because it goes everywhere with me, but the pattern makes it look unique. It doesn't look bad at all. And look how good it looks in the brand new 5-star hotel on the riverside in Vientiane, Laos. Bye.